Joey Clipstar's in the building. He joins me in the studio. How you feeling, bro?
I'm good, man.
Welcome.
Thank you.
This is like officially like your first radio show. I mean, radio
Kinda.
interview.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It is.
This year, isn't it?
Yeah, it is.
I mean, I know that you cancelled someone else. Sorry, the person. Yeah,
Don't
it
really like
happens.
radio, but we like you, so.
Yeah.
It's all
I heard
good.
that.
It's all good, man.
It's all love. How you been though?
I'm good, man. I'm very good, man. You?
Yeah, not too bad. So what? The last time you was here was a while ago. What? 2016? 2017?
Yeah, but it was me and Rashid actually.
Yeah.
I forgot what the show was. I forgot what it was, but I remember the interview was kind of controversy.
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, that was years back.
It was a while back, and now you're back here in person.
Yeah.
Well, kind of just obviously in season, new season now, hardest bars freestyle.
Yeah.
But before we get into that, for people that may not know who you are,
Mhm.
what you're about, what you do, just give us a little introduction. Let people know about who you are.
I'm Joey Clipstar, general manager at linkuptv, CEO of Hardest Bars. We do HB freestyles every Thursday, 6 p.m. via linkuptv. Yeah, that's the main things. That's the most important things right now. HB freestyles every Thursday at 6 p.m.
When you started HB Freestyle, did you think it would get this big? You must have had an idea of how much you wanted. You know what I mean?
It's still not where
You want it to be.
I want it to be, but
But it's
some of the things that I see, or some of the reactions, or some of the messages I get, is still wow.
Yeah.
Oh, bro, like I did it. Like it's like when you expect something, but you don't expect it in the way it comes.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just like wow.
So what from the last season to this season?
Mhm.
Why was there? Was that because of COVID? Was
No.
it something that you wanted to actually release in 2020, but because of COVID you couldn't do it?
So you know what it was? The gap between December 2020 and we kicked off in May this year. It literally because we was changing distribution, and normally it's a 2-month gap. We just want people to miss it a bit and then we come back.
Yeah.
This time round, obviously we've seen now that it kicked off with gigs, but the paperwork and the back and forth with that took a bit longer than it should have.
Yeah.
So that's what it really was. We changed the distribution, and then obviously to launch with someone like gigs and the producer was like a Grammy Award producer. It was a lot of back and forth and just legal stuff. So once that was done, then that's when we could actually drop. So that's what delayed us in dropping, because we should have dropped like in March. But yeah.
In your opinion, now there are other freestyle platforms.
Yeah, of course.
You know, GRM Daily has theirs. Kenny All Star has his.
Yeah.
It's quite a few.
Yeah.
What makes Hardest Bars different?
The thing about HB freestyles is the quality of music, man. Yeah, it's actually quality music, and I can't talk on other platforms because other platforms have their own USP,
of course.
But there's been a lot of freestyles of HB freestyles which has enabled the artist to go on to do great things. We're like HB freestyles is like one of the last freestyles that OFB with SJ that happened. I think the only one after that was like a Westwood session or something, but that was like one of the last.
Because of the core members that were in there at the time.
That happened, which went on to be like a legendary moment. There's been times where like the Queen, Shabo came through and blessed us, and from there she just turned into this like mega superstar. Like, there's been so much moments where that moment has been a time where it's been special because they've gone on to do so much good things. Yeah, and like that's our thing. Like we just concentrate on making sure that the music is very replayable. Okay. Yeah.
I'm gonna get into this last question before we play a song, and we're gonna obviously get into Justin Bieber featuring Chance the Rapper, Confident, an old school song there. You started off with gigs. Now, usually what I know you for is really in terms of having an eye out for the new acts, the new artists.
Yeah, of course.
Being that it's a new season, why did you start off with gigs?
Because this season is different to the other seasons. If you check from season 1 to 2, there's been a lot of artists we put on. The main, like to this day, it's not a lot of views or like anything, but I'm always known for putting on artists or trying to show people the new artists. What we saw is that the platform of HB Freestyles wasn't quite built enough for these people to get the reception that maybe others get. So we thought, okay, cool. So now season 3 is all about the legends and the hottest up and comers. Okay. So we're mixing it because on season 2 we had a few legends come through. We had a Mike GLC one. And we had a few others, and he done well. And I was thinking, wow. So people still want to listen to the legend as well as me trying to put on the new.
So you're literally just basically feeding what the audience are feeding back to you.
Exactly. So I took that and thought, alright, cool. So then the next season just legends and the hottest up and comers. coming. So that's why we keep.
Speaking about legends, we're going to talk about a legendary duo that you had on this, which I feel like is very iconic. Big Tobes and Blitz.
Yeah, of course.
But before we get into that, we're going to get to Justin Bieber featuring Chance the Rapper, Confident, up next. Of course, stay locked on to represent right now. You might as well tune in because England still ain't scored yet, and it's still 0-0. Yeah, man. We knew that this was going to happen. Me and Joey was talking about this off air.
Yeah.
The game yesterday was so entertaining. The manager saw this and was like, nah, we're not going to leave our teams that open. So this is what's happening right now. But yeah, I'm sure I would definitely hear an uproar if England did score.
Exactly.
We're right close to Pop Brixton, so we know that they're watching the match. Before we get into Blitz and Tobes, I definitely wanted to get into what the statement that you made about gigs. That you ran into gigs and gigs was like, I want to do a freestyle. Bro, like that's sick. Landlord was like, yo, I want to do a freestyle. And you was like, let's pattern up the studio right now. Let's go. We're sorting this out.
Bro, it was mad. It was mad. It's mad. So what happened is
I think it's still kind of iconic to know someone of his stature and level still wants to do freestyle.
Exactly. And the worst thing about it is that he said to me that he wanted to do it from way before I saw him. But he was just waiting for that right time to see me and everything else. So, and it's mad because it just lined up just in time for the opening of the new season. So yeah, it was crazy. It was a mad bit, like, and it all happened so fast. By the time it happened and we finished up and everything, and I went home, it's like I just couldn't sleep. I was thinking, how did that happen? Like it was fast. It was like all in the space like 2 hours.
Really?
Yeah, it was like, how did that happen?
He had bars ready.
He had the tune ready.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
He was just like, yeah, cool. Look listen. I was like, oh shit. Like, yeah, cool, let's go.
Sorry for the swearing.
Sorry. And that was it. I was like, wow.
Quick.
Fast.
How did you set up? Now, let me just give you a bit of backdrop, guys. For those of you who are listening right now, if you've really been deep in this music thing, you will know that there's been history between Blitz and Tobes. They came out as a duo. They were really going heavy and ham. When Kenny Allstar had his show on here on Represent Radio a couple years back, he was one of the names that he brought down there, Blitz and Tobes, and they was doing back-to-back freestyles on Kenny Allstar's show. And then obviously through reasons that we don't need to mention on air, they separated. They weren't seeing eye to eye. They weren't cool for a long period of time. And then now they're finally back. And Joey's the only person to have them two on a song that people know about on a freestyle platform.
I must say, they done a freestyle just before mine, but secretly they done that on the same day as when they recorded mine. So yeah, it was,
What happened there? Did you reach out to both of them?
I reached out. You know what it is? I was speaking to Tobes. Me and Tobes have been rocking for all last year to try and get a HB done, and it could just never land. He was always abroad, or I weren't about when he was about, and it just weren't meshing like that. And I can't remember when I shouted him, but I shouted him and said, "Listen, new season that we really need to get done now." I was like, but obviously I saw that him and Blitz was cool. I was like, well, we might as well just get back to back. He was like, yeah, cool. Like, let me shout him. Said, yeah, cool, we're done. Let's do it.
Wow.
And then the day that I saw them, and we done it, and I heard it, and I was thinking,
fire.
Whoa.
I think it's so good for people like that to still come together
and
still work back together. Do you know what I mean? And
of course.
They've squashed all the beef and still managed to understand that they still have this unique kind of back and forth thing.
Exactly.
And they can still go forward with that.
Exactly that.
At one point, people were dubbing them as the new Captain Conan. Did you ever feel like they feet that moniker?
Yeah, when Believe in Your Barber.
Yeah.
All that time period was happening. And then even when what's the other one? Controller and Tobes was on a mad one. Like all the bangers was coming and Blitz was still there. And I was thinking, like this is the time for them. And then things happened and it just didn't go according to what we thought it was going to happen. But I think it happens in God's time. It doesn't happen when we feel that it's going to happen. So now that we can see they're back together and they're just bouncing off each other as great as back then. Yeah. Now may be the time for them to be the new this or that, or Any exclusives that you could drop on today's show? Because you do say hardest bars drop every Thursday. Yeah. I could have something for you still. I might have to look through the archives. Look through the archives. We're going to get into the game next. Yeah. I'm hearing an uproar from the crowd. I don't know if England were close to scoring right now. I don't know what's happening. But you know what? I'm going to play this out. Hopefully you give some encouragement. Here's Ole, Captain Conan. You know the rest. Koji Radical.
England just scored! They scored! Come on!
Wow.
Yeah!
I never expected it. I never expected it.
Do you know what? Me neither, bro. But
Yeah,
we're in England. We got to support.
Yeah.
And I'll catch up with all of that later.
Yeah,
but
later,
yes,
man.
I'm excited as well, man. We're sharing in a moment right now.
Wow.
Yes, you've told me something exclusive that you said I could share on air quickly before we
course
get
you
into
can.
the brand new game that I'm going to be sharing with you.
Yeah.
And that is Zeno is dropping this Thursday, 6 p.m.
Yes.
Hardest Pass Freestyle.
Yes.
Tell me, what can we expect on that one?
Melodic wave with a street element to it. He's definitely one I think people should be watching, especially after this freestyle. It's wavy.
Yeah,
It's wavy.
it's
Yeah.
wavy. Are you ready for the new challenge?
I'm ready, man.
Yeah.
I'm ready
So
to
whilst I was away,
Mhm.
well, just away for a week, I'm back now.
go. Yeah.
I was trying to figure out some new games that we can play with all types of guests.
Yeah.
One thing that came to mind, big up Maya Jam and big up Chunks. This idea came from them, spawned from them, but I'm making it my own.
Yeah.
And that is the 5-second challenge. And I call it 5 for 5. 5 questions, 5 seconds.
Okay.
Whoever doesn't get the most right has to do a challenge at the end.
Okay.
Yeah?
Yeah.
I was scrambling my brain to see what challenge I could do,
Yeah.
assuming that I won. But yeah, we've both got 5 questions for each other.
All right.
I'm going to start off first.
Yeah. Yeah.
The bed and all that is going to be sorted for next week, guys. Don't worry. I'm going to have full introduction and everything. Yeah? Full introduction for you. Ready? But for now, Joey's the first person to play this game. And if you liked last week's game, the week before last game with Ashley Louise, just let me know. Give me a DM, give me a shout, and I'll definitely keep that running as and when certain type of guests come on the show for sure. And that game was Articulate. But big up Ashley Louise for coming down the week before. That was a very fun interview. We had so much fun on that one, and she put it up on her Instagram as well, showed love. Big up Represent and everyone that was all involved. But now, 5 for 5, 5-second challenge. Are you ready?
Let's go, man.
Let's go. First, we got to do this. Let me set the timer. Let me do the timer for you. All right. 5 seconds. As soon as I've asked the question, you have 5 seconds to answer.
Okay.
All right, cool. Here we go. Here we go.
Sterling scored back, by the way.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Thank you for the update, Joey. Thank you. Here we go. 5 seconds to answer. Name 3 countries beginning with F. Go.
Finland, France. I don't know. I don't know.
So that's 1 point to me.
Yeah.
All right, cool. Your question now. I've got to start the timer again.
All right.
Are you ready?
You ready?
Yep. First question, go.
Name me 3 things that are yellow.
Yellow pages, yellow cab, yellow hair.
That's 1-1.
That's 1-1.
That's 1-1.
So that's 1-1.
Yeah.
All right, cool. Next question. I'm not losing this game. No way. Name 3 things that are blue. Go.
Sky,
Mm-hmm.
the sea,
Yeah, yeah.
swimming pool.
Ooh, do you know what? I'll give you that one. You got it on 5. I'll give it to you. I'll give it to you.
Thank you.
T1. T1.
Yeah.
Go on. Your go.
Cool. Name me 3 things that you can do with a potato.
Boil it, grill it, fry it.
Grilled potato.
You could grill potato. You know there's people out there that grill potato. There is.
Grilled
Just-
potato.
There's people out there that you could grill potato.
Grilled potato.
There's people out there that grill potato. I didn't say that I grill potato. Listen. All I'm saying is I didn't say that I grilled potato. All I'm saying is there are people out there that grill potato. 100%.
It just depends on the people in the room. I don't know.
Yeah.
I
So
don't know.
what we saying, people? Is that 3-1 to Joey or is that TT? Do you know what? Because it's my show, I'm
It's
giving it
2-2.
TT.
Yeah, 2-2. It's
TT,
cool, man.
yeah?
It's cool, man.
Because I could do that. All right,
It's
cool.
cool.
Let's go again. Oh, this one's heating up, boy. TT. We're on to our third question. Name me 3 boy bands, past or present. Go.
Blackstreet Boys, Backstreet Boys, Jagged Edge.
Does that count? Blackstreet Boys, Backstreet Boys, and Jagged Edge. She's smiling because she's in your corner. She's in your corner.
It's boy band.
All right, cool. 3-2. 3-2. We're going to go again.
All right, cool.
Go through.
Name me 3 things you would need if you was if you was deserted on an island.
water, TV, and your mobile phone.
I think it's fair to say that I'm winning. How would you plug in a TV?
Do you know what? Yeah, I've heard of these universal sands.
Wow.
You know the ones that have the 2 plugs? Because obviously we're not
Wow.
in the UK, innit? We use 3 plugs here. So
Where are you plugging into the sand? Or the tree? I'm winning.
so it's 4-2 right now. Yeah, Joey's literally beating me. All right, cool. This one's super easy for you. I'll be surprised if you got this wrong. Name me 3 England footballers.
Sterling, Kane, Sancho.
5-3. Go on, go through, Joey.
Oh, is that 2?
I think that's 2. I don't know if it's 2. Is it 2?
It's
Is
done.
it done? It can't be done,
No,
not yet.
it can't be. No, it's not done.
We're gonna figure it out. We're gonna figure it out later.
Anyway, let's
Yes.
do this.
Go on.
Cool. Name me 3 actors named Kevin. It's all over. It's all over.
I didn't have nothing to say. He said 3 actors that with the name Kevin, and I couldn't say anything. I didn't know where to go. This is my last question. Not that it matters anyway. Joey's won anyway. So my first game, it's only right that my guest wins anyway. This is the last question. Name me 3 stations on the Victoria line.
Brixton, Stockwell, Vauxhall.
Smashed it. Give me your last question, Joey. And we'll let you get out of here.
Let me load this up for you.
Go on.
Name 3 names with only 3 letters in them.
With only 3 letters.
Yeah.
Her. Kevin.
And the new undisputed champion. Nice.
Joey.
I like that. I like that.
Come on,
I like
bro.
that. Love, bro.
Love.
Okay.
What's my challenge?
You gotta play HB freestyles on your show for the next month,
Okay.
and I'll just supply them for you, and you just play them for me.
All right, cool.
That's
Win-win.
it. Win-win.
Win-win.
Good,
Why?
good, good.
You did something light for me.
That's come on, so good.
Oh,
I'm not bad. I don't want you to do nothing wild like that.
that's a real brother.
Come on, man.
I like that. That's
It's
a
all good,
real
man.
brother.
It's all good, man.
Plug in your socials,
Come
bro.
on.
Let's let you get out
At
of
Joey
there.
Clipstar, at Hardest Bars, at linkuptv. Follow them all, and that's what's going on, man.
Last question before you go.
Mhm.
Isn't it crazy how Link Up TV has really become the juggernaut that it is today?
It's crazy. I don't think people really deep what we're actually doing right now, just in
Yeah.
terms of the content we're doing, the hub,
Yeah.
the shows,
Listening party.
all things like that.
Yeah, the content ideas are coming through strong, and it's really giving other names like
Exactly.
influencers,
Exactly.
artists, podcasters. People come through and actually.
Exactly.
Rashid, where's my time?
Don't worry, man.
All right, cool.
Shout me and I'll.
Yeah, all right, cool.
Yeah.
See
Don't worry,
what
man.
I'm saying? Yeah.
Don't worry, man. I'll line up for you. Man.
There we go.
It's
See,
all good, man.
if you don't speak, if you don't ask,
Exactly.
you won't know.
Exactly,
So
man.
if you
Come
don't ask, lesson learned there.
It's all good.
Yeah, like I said, it being a juggernaut. Was there ever a point where Link Up ever wanted to do like a rated awards? Was that ever in discussion?
No,
Never.
Because GRM done it,
Mm.
and we respect them so highly. It was like no, like we like the fact that they've done it and they've done it so well.
Mm-hmm.
It's like we'll leave them to do that because there's so many other things that we can occupy that space too. So it was never no,
Yeah?
never. Like especially once they had done it and they done it so well, and we've been to
All
you
of
know,
them.
Yeah, all
Yeah.
of it. It's just like no, come on.
It
man.
makes sense.
Yeah, no.
Thank you so much, Joey, for coming through. Hardest
good.
Bars Freestyles every Thursday, 6 p.m. You
Come on.
have a new artist on there.
Yes.
And as you heard from his mouth,
yes.
he's just going to be supplying the new tracks, and
Come
I'll be
on,
playing
man.
that on here as
It's
well.
so good, man.
He smashed me at my new game, 5 for 5. 5 questions, 5 seconds. And he did his thing, man. He did his thing. I'm not
Come
going to lie
on.
to you. I need to spruce up on that one as well. Because the next test that comes on, they're not beating me. Here's Central C, Blanco, The Great Escape, up next.